Shitted on him. Man, I just shitted on him. Shitted on him. Put your number twos in the air if you did it on him.
Alright, what's up, people? I haven't blogged in about a couple weeks. I'm gonna blog now. I have a lot to say, but I really only want to talk about one specific thing. As y'all can tell by my surroundings, I'm not in my house. I'm not in Atlanta right now. I'm in North Carolina for the holidays, so I'm in my dad's house. And I can't smoke in here, so luckily y'all won't have to go through me smoking through the whole video. But what you will do is go through me drinking. I can't smoke, drink, E&J, hydrate brown and light liquor. I gotta smoke outside, so if I pause the video and come back, it's because I'm with the smoke. But I'm gonna try to get this video out the way, then I'm gonna go smoke. Let's talk about. I wanted to talk about Nicki Minaj because, you know, I'm just like today. I just end up doing like a lot of research on Nicki because I heard a couple songs, and as y'all know, I'm rebuilding the website Behold by Ashley.com, rebuilding it for 2011, and you know, I've just been trying to listen and pick out what kind of audio do I want, and I kept coming across Nicki songs that really I wanted to put on the site. So I was like, you know what, this Pink Friday album might be alright. So I decided that I was going to do some research, and I'm downloading the whole Pink Friday album now. You know, I don't know if I like Nicki enough to go buy the album. I don't like no artist enough to go buy the album, especially when I can sit in my black ass on this computer and get an album. Yeah, I said it. So I was doing some research, and I decided that I wanted to figure out who Nicki was, because I didn't want to talk about Nicki until I got some information. So I've been watching like YouTube all day. I've been watching, you know, Nicki interviews and things like that. I wasn't caught up in the craze, like, because I kind of felt like the whole Barbie thing, I kind of felt like, you know, she just looks unproportioned. She has some real pretty teeth, though. That was like the best thing about all the surgery, I guess, was the teeth. But she's probably naturally real pretty, but like all this extra stuff, she looks like she's gonna fall over at any point and things like that. But let me stop. I'm not hating on Nicki. I'm not hating on the Barbie thing. I understand she had to put herself together to be a Barbie, but it's just not my cup of tea. So, but Nicki as a rapper and as an artist, this Pink Friday album has, you know, it did something for me, because I started getting the mixtapes, and I remember listening to the mixtapes with people, and we're going, what the fuck is this bitch talking about? Like, what is she talking about? Like, Lil Wayne can do that. Lil Wayne can do that and say off the wall things, but Lil Wayne makes sense. Like, if you slow that down, you can tell that he's a really intelligent person. Like, he's well read, he's well spoken. Like, he might be drunk and high as shit, but that's probably because he cannot, you know, he's probably on the borderline of genius. So his brain can't deal with, you know, normal day-to-day stuff. So he has to be intoxicated. I understand that feeling. So I'm always drinking, smoking. But you know, I didn't think Nicki was ready. I didn't think she was smart enough to do the stuff that she was doing, because, you know, she was making lyrics and things that just didn't make too much sense. So I listened to the Pink Friday album, and I would have to say that she did her thing. Nicki, you took a hater, because I was a hater, not even like hating on you, but just kind of like, I didn't get it. Like, I didn't get you. I didn't understand what the hell you were talking about. Just didn't understand. But after doing some research and listening to the album, I see that there's a real Nicki in there, you know, or what's your name? Like, Oshishi Mirage or something like that. Well, that girl, or the old Nicki, you know, she has a lot to say, and I can appreciate that from one. You know, I consider myself well written and well read, so, you know, I just like to listen to lyrics and see how other people perceive themselves and how they, you know, display themselves through the power of words. And so I thought Nicki did her thing. That I'm the Best song on the album, the first one on the album. Um, Old Nicki, Dear Old Nicki, that's a good song on the album. Like, I think there's a lot of good songs on there. I was reading what people said about the album, and she shut it down. Like, she really did shut it down, and then she helped, female rappers. She has the number one, most sold album in the first week by a female artist. I mean, so there's no longer any hating on Nicki Minaj. Like, we were waiting for the album to drop. She dropped the album, and it wasn't like fire like you would think, it should be. It was more like we finally got to know Nicki Minaj, not the Nicki Minaj the character. I guess we finally got to know Nicki or whatnot. So, and that's what I was waiting for. I just wanted to see what she was standing on or what she was standing behind. So, yeah, that is my thoughts on Nicki. And I've been watching a lot of these diss videos too, because I wanted to see what all these girls were talking about. Dissing, Nicki, like Keys. Keys is one of the main ones. This Nicki, like Miss Hustle. And I can't remember what the other woman name is. She's like a big Puerto Rican girl, but she only had like one song out, and she was dissing like who was she dissing? She was dissing Keys. So I don't know if it was fair, because she can't stand with Keys. Keys, if y'all haven't looked her up, Keys, the problem, she is a problem. Like, I mean, but if she doesn't get off of talking shit about Nicki, her buzz, she's not gonna be able to extend anything. She needs to find something else to rap about. I want to hear like a whole Keys album and see what she's talking about. But y'all should look her up. And I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. So go get the pink. Oh no. I cannot talk about this Nicki thing without talking about Lil Kim. Nicki and Lil Kim. Y'all have, if you haven't heard it, you need to hear that Black Friday is Lil Kim's response to Nicki's and Eminem's Roman Revenge. Because on the Roman Revenge, Nicki was talking like major shit. Like she finally said something in reference to Kim, and so Kim came back with the Black Friday. She murdered Nicki on that song. Like, murdered her. It was like, it definitely seemed like a mother talking to her child. Like, I just think that Nicki should leave Kim alone, or she should have just stayed where she was at. She shouldn't even put Roman's Revenge on there, or said anything and reflected to Little Kim, because by not answering back to Kim, you still had the, okay, she's being humble, speech and things like that, and she could have just let that pass, like, I'm just not going to respond to Kim. But by responding, now you're letting us know that this is really going on, and then Kim came back and murdered you. And she murdered you on an old, cold beat. That beat was so cold on that song. So, y'all gotta hear it. Little Kim, Black Friday. She murders him. And then, but if you want to know why she murdered her, you gotta get the Roman's Revenge song. So, yeah. I listen to a lot of music. I really listen to a lot of music. I'm not into music. I'm an artist in a different way, but as an artist, we're creative in all mindsets, so we like all types of art, forms of art. So I consider myself an artist as a designer, but so I love music, and I love to comment on things. I love, lyricists. So that was my stand on Nicki Minaj. Go get the album. Nicki has turned me into a fan. I don't know if fan is a good word. I'm more like, I respect. Nicki Minaj finally has my respect. And I don't think I'll be a fan, because I can't get down with that whole image, because as y'all can tell, I'm not trying to be a Barbie, so I can't really get with that. But nor do I want to date women that look like Barbies. So I mean, not like that. That's just a little bit too much, like all that, and then it's just too much. I'm like 110 pounds. What the hell am I doing with Nicki Minaj? I'm good on it. So yeah, my bad. Computer doing some other things. Oh, finished downloading the Nicki Minaj album so I can listen to it some more. But that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna do another blog soon about Tyler Perry. I just don't want to mix these two together. So, yo, keep it posted.